Okay, so I just found this video. And I guess I see that you never found me and never found you. I just found this video an hour ago. I am vaguely familiar with it, but never actually looked at the lyrics and never related to them in the past. So I like to use the videos because otherwise, I just seem not comprehensible to anyone. And I speak clearly, but I'm not comprehensible. And maybe you're not comprehensible to me either. Not till now, and still not fully understanding. But like the lady in The Innocents, she said, I just want to understand. She was just trying to fathom out what was going on with those that she cared about, she'd become attached to. Rightly or wrongly, because it didn't turn out good in the end of The Innocents, did it? She sort of half helped one and completely lost the other, which was funny because the one that she half helped, and certainly she didn't lose and may even have come back to reality, in other words, got rid of the negative spirit that was trying to possess them. But the boy in it, who actually was more aware and actually wanted to come to her way, more or less, or in other words, be free of the possession that, he'd allowed, like what you could say a bit like picking a bad friend, where you allow possession of a dark spirit to entertain your thoughts and your body and your mind, and you see that dark spirit as a friend, as someone you can trust, someone you like, someone that you relate to. So, and the plane is going over as I'm saying that, and this is the trick that we're all in, of course, in this earth world controlled matrix type reality. It's not really matrix type, it is, but it depends on how much of a matrix you think it is. It is really 100% matrix. From my viewpoint anyway, from my experience, from what I live, unfortunately, because it doesn't leave any, possibility of it being a random natural world, apart from how a human being may choose to think. But that will be combined with your feeling, which is the vibration. So I know myself, best of luck in trying to override a negatively mind control matrix. And this song just come up an hour ago, even though, like I say, I do remember it from years ago. I'm a little bit more average in my music taste, shall we say, but this seems to ring a bell for someone or something. Even myself, even though I wouldn't normally, you know, the wind is blowing out there. The noise has completely stopped because it is should actually be dark in Sydney, but because we because the matrix also messes with the sun and with the hours. You know, they have this, what they call daylight savings, which means that in the summertime, our summer, we only have like a small amount of dark and mostly light, because they change the clock times, you know, so that when the sun would normally be going down, we still have broad daylight, as you can see through the little thing there. But it's quiet, so although I haven't got any energy, this video came up and I almost can't help but show it for myself to remember something. So, okay, so this is so true of me. This is what I've done, so I label you, so you label me. I labelled you, now you label me. This is how it works. And everyone feels unforgiven. So, you know, I only just got those last lyrics, and that applies to the others. They're like, this just came to me this very second, that you see how I see things as a person that wants to find happy vibe in the reality, as opposed to those that need to find negative vibe due to their more negative psychopathic type of nature or thinking or state of being, which is essentially more technical, if you want to look at it that way. If you're a human being that lives too much through technology, you're probably being pulled into that darker, more negative, low frequency reality. But you may not see it that way, because this is a matrix played by a negative God entity that masquerades or plays at seduction of human beings. And it's always better to be seduced by something that is beautiful and bright and light and appears to be happy, as opposed to showing that you are of the more darker side or nature of things, like the children seduced in the innocence. where they were seduced by very dark beings. And even the lady that was seduced by the dark being fell in love with the dark dead man spirit, was before she met him a very bright, happy woman. The housekeeper stated that. She said then she changed by her interaction with the dead dark spirit, because seduction will come in a tricky form. You can love the dark and yet be of light. That's when you get seduced by what you think is potentially light, or has some elements of light, some attractive, beautiful features, or you see something in the dark that is only a part of the dark. So you, like myself, you're not seeing the whole picture. So, you will befriend and even fall head over heels, completely besotted by something that is actually not so much not the same as yourself, because we're all a little in the dark. But more that they don't consciously want to be out of that darkness. It's their reality that they have, and what I can't explain it, because obviously I haven't gone right into the dead dark matrix, but also I don't see it as desirable or beneficial. Yes, you can be seduced by a dead dark being, like the children in The Innocents, but you don't realize that. You don't see it as all dark. You see a familiarity there. This is also because my past is dark. So therefore there is a familiarity with the dark. And you will have what they call, and what is now quite commonly stated on the internet, which I was aware of only mildly, only partially, even though I was very familiar with that movie called The Night Porter, which basically showed the relationship between the night porter and the girl. That was a negative, essentially destructive, controlling relationship. But because there were moments of help or comfort or even support, the continual exposure to the negative, combined with fleeting moments of comfort, or in other words, it was really all control or all hate, but there were moments of compassion which were interpreted as a version of love, as you would, and over a long period of time this gradually formed a unhealthy, unnatural bond, which is what we call Stockholm Syndrome. Everyone has heard of that and we're familiar with it. We just don't realise sometimes that it's what's happened to us, happened to me. Maybe you too. Probably you too, if you're in the Matrix, and we all are. That's if you're a real person. But, I'm obviously not knowledgeable enough to speak in terms of the whole thing, because it's too complicated and confusing for me. And I have to say that. But, I'm So we feel unforgiven, and that becomes then a reason to go more into the dead dark matrix, I would think. I'm not sure about that, but I would think so. Because if you enter into that Stockholm Syndrome kind of mentality, which you can't help, because if that's been your life experience, you will not realize. See? Okay, this is just explaining the, I think it's explaining the Stockholm Syndrome, but I'm not entirely sure, in a way, but I could be wrong, so I'll have to just wind it back and try to, because obviously I felt it, but new blood joins the earth. New blood joins the earth, and very quickly you're subdued. Stockholm Syndrome. It's just another way of saying the matrix is suppressing you. Those around you are suppressing you. Everyone is suppressing you. Everything is suppressing you. But you become angry then. Okay. That's what happens to us. And you. I suppose I can turn it up a bit, maybe, but okay. So never allowed to be me. I realised that a while back. I was conscious of it most of my life. Whereas sometimes we're conscious of it but not conscious of it. We think that what we're doing and what the matrix has conditioned us to be is us. In other words, you think that me is me. but it's really how you've been, like the Stockholm, what your environment has made you. But you can't tell the difference, you become used to it. Keys to the kingdom, but not quite. You labelled me and I labelled you, so you dubbed me unforgiven. Never free, never me. So, unforgiven. Unforgiven. I forgive you. You forgive me. And we're no longer unforgiven. But, you know, that also has to be both ways. Because that bitter attitude of you label me, I label you, so now I'm unforgiven. You know, so and the sun is going down now. It's getting dark. Oh, I don't even know. I was going to just press the stop knob on the thing, but a second song has come up here, which I don't even know it. And so I don't know it, I can't speak on it. But it's by the same ones, same demigods. And it's just been requested, so it's called Strange Matter, I think. So I might just, even though I'm just going to ruin the last thing because I should have ended it on the thing, but it's just coming to me. I don't have any control over this. This has just come up. Does it make any sense to someone? It's making sense to me just in the moment, but nothing more. Nothing more. I don't even know this song. See the reality is coming out of the computer screen. Oh. Why is it coming to me? There's no sun. Black heart. Scanning darker still. But there's no sun shining through. Let's see. Turn to stone. Technology. Oh, I'm just seeing this for the first time this second, so if I'm bungling it, I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh, yes I am. I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. I have to fold up. Oh. It's being downloaded from somewhere or someone right now. Even though I know this. But I don't know why I'm recording this, because I don't even know it. I don't know why I'm filming this, but it seems to somehow make some bizarre fantasy sense. I once thought that I was the door and someone had a key, but they didn't know how to turn the key, I don't think, and so I couldn't open the door. Something silly like that. I don't even know what I'm filming. I don't even know what I'm filming here. It's being downloaded right now, even though this is probably an old video. And I don't even know it. It's just come up after I did film that one that I saw an hour ago. And I think I better stop.